I'm doing the second snow row under the second concentric box. Put in our fringe and our weaver. There was a lot going on there, and so that's why it's always fun to look under to see where you're at. And there's a 1, so I know these have to go 2, 2, 2 on the warps. Everyone's coming home from work. Those puppies think they need to let everyone know. Sorry about that. I wish I could edit puppy barks and kitty meows and the birdie. Once in a while the bird will join in. Some of the other videos you might notice. That we have a very active house. And there's 2 in the side cords. Pinching and holding and doing a twist. Creating that circle, having the tails go through and keeping as close to the side cords as I can, and pulling that knot. And coming and taking care of the fringe on the side, making sure it's even and jumping through. So we're done with the second snow row under the second concentric box. Whoo, that was a lot. We're going to take care of the spiral weft on the left side, and it already did the 1 spiral, so it's going to return to the front by the side cords right there. Now there's a lot going on with these, so let's separate the first one and the second one. And I'm going to just pin this here just to give some space so you can see. We'll take care of the second concentric box. I'm going to swivel and bring the 3rd one out. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1 is going to go past 2 and 3 and go to the back. You want to be really gentle with that action right there. I'm going to take the first concentric box of the 3-strand twining, and I'm going to bring it right by our marker. I'm going to make sure I'm not tangling with the first concentric box or the spiral weft. You could flip over just to kind of see where you're at and pull that out. And now we have 1, 2, 3. 1's going to jump past 2 and 3 and go to the back, and then we're going to reunite these 3 and keep them together. And just go up and away, and now we'll work on this side. And the same thing. I'm going to put that up away. I'm going to work with the second one. I'm going to swing this to the front. There's going to be the other ones. I'm just going to make sure we don't get tied up. And pull those aside. Put the fringe up. There we go. Pull to the right. Angle to the right. 1, 2, 3. Being really gentle. 1 is going to pass 2 and 3. Go to the back and be reunited. Taking care of the first concentric box and kind of holding them in place in the back and trying to figure out where the spiral weft is, which is right there. So I'm just going to take this one and bring it down so I'm not grabbing the spiral weft and bringing it to the front. So now we have the 1, 2, 3. You notice it's it's from 1, 2 snow rows. We're doing the 3-strand. There's the kitty, 3-strand twining. There's 1, 2, 3. One's going to go past 2 and 3 and up and away. And I'm taking the spiral weft from the back and returning it to the front, and it needs to be right by the side cords, making sure I don't grab any other that's in the back. And now that can go up, up, and up. And if you need any pins, especially on this side, these ones are a little bit shorter, I'm just going to put a pin to support that. So we've taken care of all of our 3-strand twining and our spiral weft. We've put in our first and our second concentric box. We have a snow twining right up at the top of one and right at the bottom, right at the top and right at the bottom. So you notice there's 1, 2 snow rows between these two. We just finished 1 and 2 of the second, so we are ready for our third concentric box. And let me see if I get just this camera a little bit better. There we go. So we have our side cords, 2 warps, our marker, our first marker. We have 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is where we're going to place our third concentric box, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the side cords. I have my 3-strand ready. I'm going to grab 1 and wrap it around the 2 and get them even while I'm holding the other side. Hold this one, get this one even. Like so. And I'm going to put my weaving fingers between the 2 weavers, and the one that's solo is going to make a V shape and go up and away. And here is our second concentric box. I'm going to go 1, 2 warps in. You could put a marker on if you like. I'm going to go between. I'm going to bring up the front ones, and I'm still having a pinch in the back to keep the back ones straight. I'm going to grab one of these. It's going to go behind 1 warp and up and wait. The second one is going to jump over 1 warp, go behind 1 warp and up. The ones that I'm pinching and holding, and I'm going to swing that to the back, still supporting it, and give it a little tug. I'm going to grab, if you grab these, the V ones that we put up that were single, you can take one of those and get the 2 from behind the back weaving and make sure that they're together. Keep them a little orderly. There we go. Now 1, 2, 3. This one's going to jump over 1, 2, go down, underneath, go behind 2 warps. I'm sorry, 1 warp, and up. There we go. At 1, 2, 3. 3 is going to go down and behind 1. And now we're ready to. This one's going to go behind 2. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I pulled a little too hard on that one. 1, 2 away. So that's how fast it goes. This one is just going to jump over 1, 2, 3, 4 and go over 1. This one's going to jump over 3 and go over 1. And we're 2 away from the second, so we know that one's going to stay. This one's going to jump over 2 and go to the back. The last one's going to jump over 1 and go to the back. And I'm just grabbing those 2 from the back and the one that's in the front so we can join them together. Looking at my weaving, giving a little tug. I did pull pretty hard right here, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of space. Push that up.